Alright, folks. Well, no. Alright, folk. Let's do some simple mathematics, shall we? So, this is episode 232 by my reckoning, and, we're on chapter 41. Now, 41 divided by 220, which is the total number of chapters in the story, is 0.18636 recurring. Which, roughly equates, is, virtually 18.64%. Now, this means that we're just under 1/5 of the way through the story in 232 episodes. Now, let's, but I want to get an exact figure, so 18.6% is fine, but I'm going to go 232 divided by 18.6, which will hopefully give us 1, or, the equivalent value to 1, which in this case is 12.47311, whatever. Okay, so, okay, and then, so that, if we consider that that is our value of 1, so by the time we reach 100 times that, the series should be over. That should be the final episode. So we're looking at 1,247 episodes is what this series is likely going to amount to, and we're currently on episode 232, and we've almost been doing it for almost exactly a year. So let's neither dilly-dally nor shilly-shally. I shall just continue with the story and see how far I get, but quite frankly, it's a little overwhelming, and frankly I'm not making any promises with regards to whether or not I'll actually, finish it. Especially not when you're met with shit like this. I'm going to resume the story now. It's going to be in resume, if you will. So, here we go. In resume, you're saying I'm weak. Fox nodded. Chris's left eye twitched. Fox? Chris trailed off, smiling sarcastically. Yes? Think fast. Chris threw his sword to Fox, who unfortunately was crushed by his weight above his waist, and he yelled in pain. I'm kidding! I'm kidding! Now take the sword off me! Fox shouted. Chris didn't move from his spot, watching Fox trying to lift the sword. Okay, that's enough, Chris said, and he lifted the sword with one hand, and Fox panted heavily to catch his breath. Then he opened the portal to Fire Emblem, and he, along with Roy and Marth, disappeared inside the vortex. He spelled disappeared wrong. Incorrectly, whatever. He could have killed Fox, really, because that's it's sort of it's got, if not even Lucario can't lift it, and he can lift a ton, right? So presumably it's sort of got some mythic qualities to it or whatever, because you can lift it with one hand apparently as well, so long as you don't use two, whatever. But yeah, you could probably crush Fox to death. So, good joke, Chris. You just murdered your ally for the sake of hurt pride. That's but hey, at least you proved you're a real tough guy, huh? Anyway. He, along with Roy and Marth, disappeared inside the vortex. Falco looked at Fox. Well, we couldn't go since our weapons haven't arrived yet from Slippy. Pitt noticed that one of Fox's boots was missing. Where is your boot, Fox? The angel boy asked. Fox looked at his left foot, and the boot that was once there disappeared by no reason. Fox looked around the room. Where did it go? Sorry, hiccuped a bit there. You know, I saw Roy approaching to us when Fox was trying to take off the sword from his waist, and then he walked away with a smirk on his face. Nana said, ooh, that devious so-and-so. Okay, Fire Emblem, Kylin Kingdom, near Kylin Castle. Near the castle of Kylin, a group of rebels are camping... Oh, it suddenly switched to, a fucking present tense. Alright, fair enough. Why not? Near the castle of Kylin, a group of rebels are camping out outside the castle to plan an assault to take back the building. But we change the scene to see Lyn about to kiss Hector. Meanwhile, a group of his team hides behind some bushes watching the whole scene. Oh, this is getting so suspenseful. I want to see the kiss already. A young girl with pink hair and ponytails on each sides of her head whispered. She was wearing a long white clothes with a large purple bandana around her neck and brown shoes. She was also using a staff with a violet crystal on the top, but she wasn't using it this time. Why did you drag me into this? I was studying my magic for the plan of tomorrow, a young man with purple hair whispered back angrily while he was reading a book of magic. He was wearing a long orange cape, blue shirt, white pants, and brown boots. Oh, come on. I know you like to see these things. No, I like to study. That is the only thing I do every day after we fight against someone else. Sure. What about you, Florina? Well... Another young girl was hiding with them too. She has violet hair, she was wearing blue armor pads on her shoulders, white clothes, and long blue boots. She was blushing a little and playing with her fingers. Her name was Florina. I like to see this kind of scenery, Sarah, but I get it. You want to be the woman standing there, Sarah said, the girl with pink hair. No, how can you think like that? She whispered, blushing more. It's because it's so obvious. You're in love with Hector. Sarah, stop. I don't know. Whatever. I'll go with it. Whatever. Sarah, stop teasing Florina now. There was another man wearing a light blue bandana on his head. He has dark green hair with a long tail of horse on his back. Whatever that may mean. A sword sheathed presumably, on his lap, wearing blue clothes, a green belt on his lap like martial arts fighters on his lap. He was also wearing white pants and weird dark brown shoes. Geez, Guy, you're like Urk. Urk? Sarah whispered, revealing the name of the first man with the second... revealing the name of the first man and the second man. If my calculations are correct, you like to watch this, right, Sarah? Urk asked, whispering. Fuck whispering. Yup, she whispered happily. Too bad. Sane was trying to get Lyn's heart, Guy whispered. The nerve of that man! He flirts with all the girls. Lyn, me, Florina, Rebecca, Priscilla. Heck, he even flirted with Lucius by accident, Sarah whispered, annoyed. But someone can mistake Lucius for a girl. Now you're attacking Lucius? What kind of friend are you? Urk asked, whispering. I don't like Urk. He irks me. Hey! He gets on my nerves. Probably because I gave him a stupid fucking voice. It's not Sir Sane's fault that his visions was worse in that time, Florina whispered. You actually believed the words he told us? I can tell he was lying, Sarah whispered. Well, he was acting strange, so... I think you're right, Florina whispered. Of course I am. Sadly, I have to agree with her, Urk whispered, sighing. Moving on, I can't believe Lyn fell in love with Hector after he received a full attack of arrows towards Lyn. That was so brave and romantic, Sarah squealed, whispering. But somehow, I think Elliewood was interested in Lyn. Eric? What? Urk. Get it right, G, Urk whispered, flipping some pages. Well,
Sir Eliwood and Miss Lynn could be a cute pair,
Florina said. Oh, this is... Oh, boy. Is this what all the fucking Fire Emblem games are like? I thought it was like fucking strategy or something. I don't know, I never played it, but it sounds fucking tedious.